Hello, my name is Chloe Steele and I am your Heart Health Club nutritionist. Today I would like to help you out with your supermarket shop. No, sorry, I'm not going to get out there and do it for you, but what I would like to do is to help you understand the back of the packets of the food that you're buying. Firstly though, I would like to say that if you can limit the food that you buy in packets, the better, because these are usually highly processed foods which can disrupt metabolism and have greater health implications, especially when it comes to heart disease. However, I am also a realist and we do buy packaged foods, me included. So what I would like to do is to help you make better choices based on what you read. Now, the first thing I'd like to say about packaged foods is that you cannot always believe what is written on the front of the packet. We do have labelling laws here in Australia, but these aren't always adhered to, which was recently highlighted in a 2017 study. Now, this study looked at ultra-processed foods in Australia and the health claims that have been made on their packaging. And they found that 59% of the products tested made nutritional health claims, but only 18% of the nutrition claims and 25% of the health claims were actually correct. So, instead of reading the front of the packet, flip it over and read the back. Here you will find the ingredients list, which is the main thing you should be reading on a packet. Now, these lists are organised so that the ingredients with the highest amount appear first, and then they descend in order of amount. So as you will see on this packet, wheat is the main ingredient, followed by sugar, water and thickener. Now, this is particularly important when you have a choice of many different brands of a seemingly similar product, as you can base your choice depending on the order of the ingredients. If a product has an endless list of ingredients, then it is probably one best to avoid. The less ingredients it has, the less processed it is likely to be. Now, next, it's important to understand the ingredients that are in the product you're looking at. Anything that you do not recognise as being food should be avoided. Long words that you do not understand means that it's probably been engineered in a lab and has no likeness to real food. Any numbers that you see in the list are also likely to have been lab engineered and have been added in to extend the shelf life or enhance the flavour or the colour. Now, these should be avoided because the natural colours and flavours are likely to have been stripped out from the product during process or never even existed in the first place. Now, on the back you will also sometimes see numbers, and those such as 129, 210 and 211 have been associated with hyperactivity in children, and those in the 300s have been associated with mineral leaching from the bones and the development of osteoporosis. Those in the 400s have been linked with disruptions of the microbiome, and those in the 600s are flavour enhancers that have been linked to obesity and heart disease. So avoiding all of these is really, really important. Now, the next thing you will see on the ingredients lists are ingredients which are trying to hide their identity, or as I call them, the cloak and dagger ingredients. Now, these usually have a bad reputation, and so food companies have found alternative names to ensure that they are listed, but that most people don't really understand what they actually are. Ingredients such as dextrose, fructose, galactose, basically anything ending in O's, are usually sugars. Others include high fructose corn syrup, agave nectar, molasses, and even fruit juice concentrate. If you see any of these ingredients and you are trying to lower or avoid sugar, then pop the product back on the shelf. Salt. Now, this is another cloak and dagger ingredient, and due to the bad reputation over its links with high blood pressure. Food manufacturers will often list salt as sodium, monosodium glutamate, vegetable salt, or even the exotically named fleur de sel, but they will basically mean salt. And when it comes to fat, you may see it listed as glycerides, glycerol, esters and shortening. These are usually added to the product to improve texture and stability and have little nutritional value. Now, finally are the sweeteners. We tend to think of these as being better for us than sugar, but in actual fact the reverse is often the case, as the body doesn't recognise these as a sugar and cannot process it in the same way. If sweeteners are actually given a name rather than just a number, then they can be listed in the ingredients as aspartame, sucralose and stevia-derived substances. Countries such as France have actually banned aspartame due to health concerns, but here in Australia it is still used as an ingredient. Now, due to the negative press associated with the name aspartame, it is commonly listed here as a low-calorie sweetener. So if you see this, then I would recommend finding an alternative product. Get onto the Heart Research Australia website, join the free Heart Health Club to learn more about this, as well as lots of other interesting information relating to heart health. Thanks everyone, and happy shopping.